The Mapuche are a group of indigenous inhabitants of present-day south-central Chile and southwestern Argentina, including parts of present-day Patagonia. The collective term refers to a wide-ranging ethnicity composed of various groups who shared a common social, religious, and economic structure, as well as a common linguistic heritage as Mapudungun speakers. Their influence once extended from Aconcagua Valley to Chiloé Archipelago and later spread eastward to Puemapu, a land comprising part of the Argentine Pampa and Patagonia. Today the collective group makes up over 80% of the indigenous peoples in Chile, and about 9% of the total Chilean population. The Mapuche are particularly concentrated in the Araucanía region. Many have migrated from rural areas to the cities of Santiago and Buenos Aires for economic opportunities. The Mapuche traditional economy is based on agriculture. Their traditional social organization consists of extended families, under the direction of a lonco or chief. In times of war, the Mapuche would unite in larger groupings and elect a toki to lead them. Axe in Korean is dokki, the same as in Mapuche. Mapuche material culture is known for its textiles and silverwork. At the time of Spanish arrival, the Araucanian Mapuche inhabited the valleys between the Itata and Tolton rivers. South of there, the Huilish and the Conco lived as far south as the Chiloé archipelago. In the 17th, 18th and 19th centuries, Mapuche groups migrated eastward into the Andes and Pampas, fusing and establishing relationships with the Poyar and Pejunche. At about the same time, ethnic groups of the Pampa regions, the Puelchi, Ranquel and Northern Onikenc, made contact with Mapuche groups. The Tevelchi adopted the Mapuche language and some of their culture, in what came to be called Aracanization, during which Patagonia came under effective Mapuche suzerainty. Mapuche in the Spanish-ruled areas, especially the Pichinche, mingled with Spanish during the colonial period, forming a mestizo population that lost its indigenous identity. But Mapuche society in Araucanía and Patagonia remained independent until the late 19th century, when Chile occupied Araucanía and Argentina conquered Puemapu. Since then the Mapuche have become subjects, and then nationals and citizens of the respective states. Today, many Mapuche and Mapuche communities are engaged in the so-called Mapuche conflict over land and indigenous rights in both Argentina and in Chile. Historically, the Spanish colonizers of South America referred to the Mapuche people as Araucanians. This term is now considered pejorative by some people, contrary for others. The importance of the term Araucanian lies in the universality of the epic work La Araucana, written by Alonso de Ursula and the feat of that people, in the long and interminable war against the Spanish Empire. The name was likely derived from the place name Ragco, meaning clayey water. The Quechua word awqa, meaning rebel, enemy, is probably not the root of Araucano. Scholars believe that the various Mapuche groups called themselves Resh during the early Spanish colonial period, due to what they refer to as their pure native blood, derived from Re meaning pure and Che meaning people. The name, Mapuche, is used both to refer collectively to the Pichinche, Huilish and Moloche or Angalush from Araucanía, or at other times, exclusively to the Moloche or Angalush from Araucanía. However, Mapuche is a relatively recent endonym meaning, people of the earth, or children of the earth. Mapu means earth and Che means person. It is preferred as a term when referring to the Mapuche people after the Arauco War. The Mapuche identify by the geography of their territories, such as archaeological finds have shown that Mapuche culture existed in Chile and Argentina as early as 600 to 500 BC. Genetically, the Mapuche differ from the adjacent indigenous peoples of Patagonia. This suggests a different origin, a long-lasting separation of Mapuche and Patagonian populations. Troops of the Inca Empire are reported to have reached the Mall River and had a battle with the Mapuche between the Mall and the Itata rivers there. The southern border of the Inca Empire is believed by most modern scholars to have been situated between Santiago and the Maipo River, or somewhere between Santiago and the Mall River. Thus the bulk of the Mapuche escaped Inca rule. Through their contact with Incan invaders, Mapuches would have for the first time met people with state organization. Their contact with the Incas gave them a collective awareness distinguishing between them and the invaders and uniting them into loose geopolitical units despite their lack of state organization. At the time of the arrival of the first Spaniards to Chile, the largest indigenous population concentration was in the area spanning from Itata River to Chiloé Island. That is the Mapuche heartland. The Mapuche Popu